So next to me there's James Farell, Head of International Originals at Amazon, and we talked a lot about Amazon Originals and series for the German market, but my first question is, are we Germans easy to catch as an audience?
Are you easy to catch? No. In this day, there's so many ways you can watch content, broadcasts, other streaming services, free on demand. No, you really have to deliver high quality stuff if you want people to watch it.
So it's not just about delivering the packages to us and getting us to subscribe to Amazon Prime to get the series as well. So it's about content, isn't it?
Well, I think the great thing about being a Prime member is there's a lot of people who do subscribe to Prime just because of the packages, and then they see the video as a bonus service, and if they want to watch it or they don't, I endeavor to make it stuff they want to watch, but then there are the other customers who come in because hopefully they want to see some of the video content we've created, and then after that they say, well, now that I'm a Prime member, I'm going to start using all the other Prime benefits. So there's no easy way. It's just we have it different ways in than others.
So there's great competition at the moment, so TV stations, classic TV stations are building content alliances to team up together, and also Amazon has great data, so if you produce content for a local market, you can also configure it as a taste cluster for other countries. So is that a plan B if Germany is not working as an audience to bring the same production to other countries?
Well, certainly everything we produce goes up on the global service, so it's not just about how many people are watching it in Germany. We look at how many people are watching it around the world, and there's other more specific data things which are super interesting to us. Like not only how many people are watching it, but how many people actually finish it. That's a real indication of whether they're liking it or not. So we look at all that stuff, and I think the fact that we're ramping up and doing more and more in Germany is an indicator that it's working. We're really happy.
So the production has totally changed. In the past, we produced a pilot, and then we aired it on television, and then we tried to find out is it working or not. And now you're producing a season 1, and then you're looking up the stats. How was the completion rate, right?
Yeah, it used to be a traditional pilot process where you put up one, you see which one customers respond to, and then those are the ones we would produce. But then we started realizing, that actually wasn't so customer friendly after all. Like people, after they watch one, they want to watch the next one. So it's not great if you make them wait a year while you produce the rest. So, let's be a little bit more, bullish and say, this show is really great. Let's go ahead and make this one. But this one, it's average. Let's not make that one. So just focusing on the quality ones and not so much on quantity. Here, you choose. You tell me what to make.
So at the moment, there are more and more streaming services, more and more platforms. Do you think there will be a greater variety of content and formats, or do you think they will imitate each other in the next month?
Well, I can't speak for the others, but for us, certainly the variety is our strategy. And what I mean by that is, the kind of content that you would see on a YouTube or a free on-demand service is very different than what you see on a broadcaster, obviously. And it's very different what you see on a Netflix or a Disney or an Apple or all those. And I think the Amazon content is very different from that. Given the low volume that we'll make in Germany, like one a month, one every other month, really supplementing the global catalog, we don't try to do anything that others are doing. So if everybody's making crime shows, we're not going to make a crime show. If everybody's making a cooking show, we're not going to make a cooking show. If nobody's making action movies, we're going to make some action movies. We're going to try to do something that we think people really want to see, but that nobody's making. So our strategy is not to do what others are doing. It's to find something cool that people really want that nobody's doing.
So is that the way Amazon is sticking out?
I think so. I mean, there's a lot of ways to stick out. You could say, we got this great story. It's based on this big book that everybody's always wanted to see adapted. I think that would be a way to stand out. The genre standing out. If you tick, I talk type thing is another. Another would be, if you find a big star who's got a passion project they've always wanted to do. I think a lot of customers would want to watch that. There's a lot of ways to stand out. But I think in this age, if you're just doing stuff the same as everybody else, then nobody really will care that much.
So Amazon seems to be a great partner for TV producers or film producers or fiction producers. Is it easy for you to get the best series, the best people from the market, or is also the competition quite strong and behind the scenes?
You know what? I think good talent with good ideas. Everybody wants to hear them and possibly work with them. So I think we try to do our best. We sit in front of them. We say, we love your idea. We want to help you to make it better. Do you have time for a 2-minute anecdote? Or are you no? That was it. That was a no. Do you have time for a 2 minute?
Time, yeah.
Yeah. So this was in one country where somebody pitched this amazing idea. It was about reincarnation and several timelines and all that. And this was a couple years ago. And at the end of pitching this great show to me, I said, wow, that's amazing. We need to do that. And the producer said, oh, I don't know how to do that. Like I don't know how to make something that complex. I just thought it was a cool idea. And that was a real sign to me that there's a lot of folks like that around the world who've got great ideas. They've just never been able to execute on them because they didn't have access to great writers who know how to tell complex multi-season stories and all that. So that's something we really try to focus on Amazon. So when one of those creators that you're talking about comes to us and says, hey, I've got this idea, anybody can say yes, but it's about saying, you know what, like not only yes, but I'm going to help you to make it better. I'm going to bring in resources from the US or from the UK or from within Germany, and that's how we're going to help you to do it. And that's what they like to hear, that somebody's going to support them, not just say yes, because they can get a yes anywhere.
So you structure the teams as well behind the scenes?
I do my best.
Yeah, perfect.
I do my best.
Perfect. So do you think that classic TV stations, they are right in time to compete with you, or are they too slow, or are they getting you quite fast?
Well, I've never worked at any of those other companies, so I don't really know what's going on behind their scenes. I would say my advice to them would be to focus on their customers. Like, that's all we do. We really don't, if we're thinking, should we make this show or this show, it's never, well, what would this other one do? We ask ourselves, like, what do we think is going to work for our customers? What's going to bring in new customers, engage existing customers? And I think if they do that, and if they know who their customers are, I think they'll do great. I don't think it's a matter of too soon, too late. But if they are too preoccupied with what others are doing, I think they'll make some bad decisions. So,
perfect. Thanks, James Farell from Amazon.
Sure.
Thanks for being
Anytime.
here. Thanks for being my guest.
Yeah, bye.